Hey guys, welcome back. We are now at our 70,000 mile review of the 2019 Ram 1500 Laramie Limited. Some of you may be thinking you just had your 50,000 mile review, and that's true. It was just a few months ago, but we did just release that video 2 weeks ago, and but that was actually shot back in July, and it is now October, and I just eclipsed the 70,000 mile mark. I think we're gonna make it. We're almost there. 70,000 miles. All right, let's talk about what's new and not new. Not new. Still love the Ram boxes. Still keep a pile of tools in here charging every day. Would not go back on the decision to get the Ram boxes. In fact, like I mentioned before, I don't know how I'm going to live without these in the future. Maybe I won't have to. We'll see. Bed cover, I know this isn't Ram specific, but 95% of truck owners are going to have one of these. The Tuxedo soft cover now has almost 70, I guess 60 something thousand miles on it. It's starting to show some wear and tear. It dirties easy, it's hard to clean, and it's starting to kind of chip and stuff, but you know, it's cheap. But I do love it. This is my favorite style bed cover, and I've had them all. The tailgate. Soft open. Love it. This is the third one on this truck. But I have noticed that it does get stuck from time to time. I parked on a little bit of an incline because I think sometimes it kind of gets racked one way or another, and that keeps it from opening. But obviously it's still open today. I'll plug a little video here showing you what I'm talking about. This isn't a very common problem, so it's hard to recreate, but occasionally the tailgate gets stuck. You can see I just unlocked it, and it squeaks on the passenger side. It just doesn't want to open. You really got to crank on it. There you go. And I'm not the only one who's had that problem. There was a few comments of the stuck tailgate on the last video, so all good today. Very lightweight. They weigh about 25 pounds, but they're pretty tough. I'm thinking about doing some strength and durability testing on my other two spare tailgates. Maybe put some rounds through them or something. Like all of us, as we age, joints and stuff get a little creaky and moany and groany. The side steps are no different. So that wasn't too bad. I've been keeping them cleaned and lubed up right in here, but occasionally they'll let out a pretty obnoxious groan. So listen again. So that's not too bad. Let's go around here and listen to the passenger side. Little smoother sound. Not much, but you can tell wear is having an effect on the driver's side. Check this out. Didn't sound too healthy, did it? Not too bad. Definitely getting some use. Something to pay attention to. Now I know she looks neglected, but she is routinely maintained, and you should see my driveway. There you go. Now you know. So I honestly probably do need to get in here and get this cleaned up, but you know, the wear, the belts, you know, all the cabling and hoses, they all look great. Stock battery still. So let's take it back to the inside. I didn't do a real comprehensive review on the inside before. I just wanted to kind of show the condition. The functionality's been gone over, but I will say that it still looks brand new, even with me driving it. So it is quiet. However, there will be a little like hum sound coming from like this upper left-hand side of the windshield, and it's only when the wind direction and speed is just right. There will be a little low-pitched like I hope you get a kick out of that. And I don't know, anybody else notice that? I'm curious if that's another just me issue, or if that's everybody. It might have something to do with the design of the glass, where it meets the metal. Not sure. So in order to test how quiet the inside of this truck is, I've got this decibel meter app I'm going to use. Now, I understand the accuracy is going to vary from phone to phone, but this is good relative accuracy, so you can see at a complete standstill and I'm not talking. It's around 45. So now that we have that baseline, you could almost do a calibration or offset on your own device in your own vehicle, and you can see how it compares. This app is called Decibel X. I'm now at 34 miles an hour. $65, $70, $75. So you can see at about 75 miles an hour, the fastest or the loudest we got to is 75.6 decibels. And that might have been partly due to me talking. So I'm going to do this one more time. 0 to 75, and we will see what the maximum reading ends up being. Maximum reading 71.9 before I started talking. So I wanted to do one more decibel test. The first two, I was accelerating 0 to 75. So there was a little bit more noise just due to, the motor noise, the high RPMs, road noise, not to mention I was talking in the background. So I wanted to do another test that is more, true to what you'd expect when you're out on the road. Here I've got the cruise control set to 75 miles per hour, and you can see we're coming in around, 70 decibels more or less. It was a fairly windy day, so I think that probably played into it a little bit. And remember, I do have the slightly more aggressive tires on here than stock, so they are fairly quiet, but that is a little bit different. So keep that in mind. I'm curious if anyone else could download this app, give it a run in their vehicle. Drop in the comments down below what your reading is. We'll see who's got the quietest car. Maybe somebody's got below 70. Rock chips are still pretty bad on the front bumper. If you're picky, I'd definitely get that ceramic coated. Everything else on the outside looks good, like I talked about before. Continued wear on the side step, but just this one, just where I get out, obviously. The boxes themselves, the plastic is holding up fairly well. You can see here there's a scratch, but man, I jump on these, stand on them, walk across them. Inside still looks really good. The latching mechanism is strong. I don't ever use the key, but this button, I've probably pressed this button 1,000 times. Still holds up. No water in the taillights, like I've heard some people say. Overall, very good. Same on this side. Runs perfect. And look, see what I just did there? I just slammed the lid into the top of that Allen key. No problemo. Only thing I wish there was an outlet, a plug outlet in both sides, not just the driver's side. And I wish that you didn't have to push a button to charge. Half the time I forget to push the button and my batteries aren't charging. Here's something you don't see every day. The inside of a work truck's bed. No one wants to show that off because it's gross and dirty and unorganized. So the bed liner is fantastic. I mean, I've put in heavy pallets, drug them across the bed. Holds up great. No complaints there. Overall, still really in love with this truck, not regretting the decision one bit. And I do need to clarify, I had one viewer make a comment that I talked them out of buying this truck. I mean, if you saw something you didn't like, I would understand, but make no mistake about it, I would buy this again in a heartbeat. It's a great truck. It's a great work truck, great family truck. All in all, 2 thumbs up. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all the comments on the last video. Welcome more on this one. If there's anything you want to see that I didn't go over, let me know. I'd be happy to do that. And I'll see you again soon with that 100,000 mile video. Thanks.